in light of all of what we see happening politically now and understanding the process, the real elephant in the room here is the loss of Japheth autonomy and the loss of control of America. And Trump has stepped up to the point where he's willing to do anything, and the people who found themselves losing their autonomy and political strengths in America are willing to let him do anything in order that their autonomy might be maintained. But let me say that I believe in America. I do. I know that a number of Hamite people have negative things to say about this nation, but I believe in America. And I've had the opportunity to travel the world. I've been to Asia, I've been to Europe, I've been to South Africa, I've been to the Caribbean islands, and I've traveled all over America. I believe in this nation. I think she's the grandest nation on the planet. But I can tell you dark times are coming. And I understand why Trump has been supported. It isn't that the Republicans are afraid that Trump himself has some sort of a power. They're afraid of the Trump voters, because these Trump MAGA hat wearers, they are fighting for their very existence. They're fighting for their autonomy and their dominance that they once had. You can call it white supremacy, and I don't mean to seem racist or pejorative here at all. God forbid, that's not my intent. Please forgive me if somehow or another that's how it comes out. But I don't mean to seem racist, but I'm just telling you what's going on in America right now. These people find themselves in a civil rights battle to maintain their supremacy. And Trump is at the head of that crowd, and they're sticking with him no matter what, no matter how immoral. I mean, he has even incorporated all the Southern Baptist religious groups, because they are also the target of economic demographics, economic downturn in demographics. And so they're with him as well. And they're not going to leave him. And they'll vote anybody out who doesn't support Trump and keep him in power. Those senators got to keep him in power. So we're going to see how all this plays out. But finally, before I go, I want you to know I do love this nation. I love America, and I appreciate America. I do. But I want you to know that God named Trump Tribulation Trump. God named him as the trigger of one of the worst calamities that earth has ever seen. Not just America, but total earth. God named him Tribulation Trump. That's what the Lord named him. And I want to let that rest with you for just a while. This is a bit of a news blog we do, looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting, rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.